Hey y'all, so this video is gonna be for the two marbles. So first we're gonna start with the pinky, and you can just pick up a small bead. You can pick up a big bead if you want, and you place the other color that you want to marble with on top of the first color. And right now I'm just patting the sides to keep the shape of the nail. So as I said again, you put the first color and then you put the second color that you want, and you just pretty much swirl to marble. I'm patting the sides again to keep the shape. And I'm just gonna repeat until the whole nail is done. But you definitely want to make sure that you wipe your brush, because if you don't, there's just going to be a whole bunch of acrylic just stuck in your brush, and let me tell you, it is hard to get it out. Not really, but I messed up a couple brushes before I learned how to keep my brush with no acrylic in it. And this is another method. You can pick up two colors at the same time and then swirl it on the nail. Now when you marble, you can make it more blue or more white, or whatever colors that you're using. You just pick up less of the color that you don't want it to be more of, if that makes sense. And now I'm going to use my Mia Secret clear acrylic. The blue and the white are Valentino. I don't use any 3-ball or 4-ball method. I just go as needed. I'm adding more at the tip because it's a little thin at the tip, so I added more acrylic. And to work on that cuticle area, you can put the bead right under the cuticle and push up so that you don't flood the cuticle. And I'm just adding some in the middle to build my apex. and you want to feather lightly. And wipe your brush often. Basically, wipe your brush after you swipe. It may seem like I'm applying a lot of acrylic, but I'm really not. That's the side view. Now we're gonna get into the marble ombre. So like I said before, you could pick up one bead, wipe, pick up another color and put it on top of that and start swirling. Now with the marble ombre, you're gonna wanna marble until right where the tip and the natural nail meets, and then you're gonna start the ombre. And if you're missing any spots, just go and cover it with any color, really. Whichever colors that you're using, just cover any missing spots that you've missed. Now we're gonna start the ombre. And you want to put it right on top of where the marble ended. Gently pat and just swipe. And this pink is from Valentino. I'm going to go back with our clear to go over the marble ombre to encapsulate it. You always encapsulate so that you don't take away from the design. I like to use small beads because it just helps me better. But if you want to use a big bead, then that's fine as well. Like I said, place the bead and just push it up to the cuticle area so that you don't flood the cuticle. Right now you can't see, but I placed the bead at the very bottom, and I'm gonna swipe down, but I'm also gonna swipe up to make the product even. Now I'm just going in and adding acrylic where I think needs to be added to make sure that there's no bumps, there's no lumps, and there's no dips, honey. Now that is the nail from the right angle, from the top, and from the left side. Now we're going to get into our filing. I like to start around the cuticle area first because that is the most important. To me, that is the most important. And you want to make sure you seal that cuticle, because if you don't seal that cuticle, you're going to get lifting, and lifting is the worst. This drill bit I got from Amazon. It's a 5-in-1 fine drill bit. Everything that I'm using is going to be in the description below. But you want to go slowly around that cuticle and then work on the rest of the nail. Look at the nail from different angles so that you don't miss any bumps or any lumps or anything. I like to go under the nail to make sure that there is nothing that looks crazy. And I'm just filing on top of the nail to make sure that it's smooth and that there's no bumps, no dips, no lumps. Back around to our cuticle area and make sure that it's sealed. The lighting is a little messed up, but my phone is actually on top of my lamp. So, yeah. I like to hand file over what I just filed, because when you hand file over it, you get anything that you missed with the e-file. Like that spot right there, you can tell that the e-file missed it. So when you go over with the hand file, it smooths everything out and you won't have any dips or bumps or lumps. And like I said, my phone was on top of my lamp. That's why it's all shaky. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna buff and we're gonna remove all those scratches from the nail so that when we use the top coat, we won't see any scratches. You want to make sure you get all the scratches. Doesn't matter how long it takes. Just make sure that you get all those scratches so that they are not visible. This is the reveal. That beautiful marble, the marble ombre. And these are the other two nails that I did, but I didn't really make a video on those. That was my first attempt doing the V-cut. And this is my ombre. Thanks for watching, guys.